So it's been 10 years since Arma 3 launch. Happy anniversary, by the way, and it's crazy how this game is still alive thanks to the community and the mods that continue to support this game. And recently they added the T-100X Futura in the most recent Arma 3 update. It's not a new tank per se, but they recently released this tank for the public. So what's so special about this tank? And for this video today, I want to show you guys the T-100X Futura and how it goes. And before I go on, my name is Fan Fantasy and I do cover tactical and immersive games, and I'll be showcasing you guys this tank. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. So in Arma 3, the T-100 Futura is based on the already existing T-100 for the CSAT faction, which uses the 125mm smoothbore cannon, and the Futura uses the 75mm railgun. That's right, a railgun on a tank. Like the regular T-100, the hull and the rounded turret looks similar to the T-80 that we have today. And like many Soviet or Russian era design tanks, the T-100 is a low-profile tank compared to the NATO M2A4 Slammer tank. Like I said before, it primarily uses the 75mm railgun, and it only fires APFSDSKE rounds, which stands for Armor-Piercing Fin-Stabilized Discarding Stable Kinetic Energy rounds. And it can fire up to 60 rounds. It's also equipped with the 12.7mm HSVT heavy machine gun to deal with infantry and helicopters. So what's so special about this tank is the railgun itself, which requires you to charge for about 6 to 8 seconds, which I'll demonstrate in a bit. Both the penetration and velocity is dependent on the percentage of the charge. So yes, to fire, you'll need to charge up the railgun for about 6 to 8 seconds and then waiting for it to cool down for a few more seconds after. The max charge percentage is about 110, but of course you can fire at 50 or even 80% charged. With the railgun, there isn't a ballistic drop, which is one of the strengths of this railgun, and regardless if there's a tank, IFV, convoy, the railgun will slice through it, which is pretty fun to see. This tank does come with some drawbacks which require the railgun to be charged, which does take some time. And because of that, it will leave your tank vulnerable between those times. As such, it is best to use this tank in a long-range engagement instead of those close knife fights with tanks. In order to fire the railgun, you need to have your engines up and running, meaning you'll need to protect your engines as you're engaging different tanks. You'll also need at least 11% fuel remaining, and boy, this tank drains a lot of fuel. I'll give my thoughts and opinions near the end, but I'll demonstrate how it's fired and a simple mission that I put together for the T-100 Futura. Alright guys, I'm going to show you the fire control system of the T-100X Futura. Right now I'm in the commander's seat. I'm going to switch over to the gunner's spot because I don't think the AI knows how to shoot the railgun yet. And so I'm going to aim for that PC on the left, and I'm going to count how many seconds it takes to full charge it. So right now I lays it to about 263 meters. And let's charge it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on the way. And again, you don't have to full charge to fire. So for example, I'm gonna aim for the APC on the right, and let's shoot it around 80%. And on the way. And for the tank, you might want to full charge against these targets. And so let's there right now, and on the way, and target destroyed. And there you go, that's the fire control system of the T-100X Futura. You just have to laze, charge, and shoot. So I'm gonna move over to the right. I made a convoy on the right side, so I'm gonna demonstrate the penetration of this railgun right here. So let's aim for the APC in the front, and we're gonna full charge it through. And on the way. Let's see the damage. And looks like it penetrated through all 3 vehicles in the front, including the truck, except for the last one. I'm gonna just destroy it. And there you go, target destroyed. And so that's the penetration of the railgun. I don't think it will fully penetrate against a convoy of tanks, but for sure against APCs and trucks and all that stuff. So this is the mission that I put together really quickly with some static and moving targets. And so our main objective is to search and destroy a convoy right down between the vicinity of phase line Bravo and Charlie. And we're going to have 2 regular T-100s that are going to be supporting us, and they're going to be holding out in this BP Alpha, which we're going to be holding out as well too. And we can expect some armor elements to be between Alpha and Bravo, and we're going to be destroying them before we make our way to destroy the convoy. Pretty straightforward, and yeah, let's do it. Okay, so here we are in Tanoa with the T-100X, and you can see here I'm a pretty big fan of the camouflage netting. So yeah, it's really nice to see it on the T-100 right here. So we're gonna get in as the gunner because the AIs can't really shoot with it. Time to get in. Okay, so all of them are in right now, and let's make our way to our BP, which is to our right. I highly recommend using the A3 thermal improvement mod because you can actually see things with the thermals in this mod rather than the vanilla. Not really a big fan of that, but the thermal mod should be a lot better. And so we're going to move up and spot targets before we engage. And again, there are moving targets as well, and I do see about 4, 5, 6 targets identified. One of them is moving, and we're going to be engaging the one on the far left, so we're going to charge up our gun right now. And let's move up. And let's go for the one that is not moving yet, and on the way. And target. And let's charge it up once more. So our friendly tanks are moving up to their positions right now. Let's try to go for the one that was moving. Oh, looks like I lost them. We're gonna go for the one on the right, and firing now, and target. And let's recharge. And let's position ourselves more to the left. And let's go for this one. And on the way. And target destroyed. Nice. Always nice to see that fire. There was one on the right. Let's see if we can engage him. And charge up again. There he is. And lays and firing. And target destroyed. Oh. Took a hit, but we're okay. It looks like something to our left on the main road. So what I'm doing is called jockeying, and it's basically moving cover to cover instead of being too static. So yeah, with this tank, you kind of want to move cover to cover and also do berm drills as well too. You guys can check out my video on that I did for Gunner EPC. I do see him right there. And firing now, and target destroyed. Alright, switch to our thermals. See, let's keep scanning for targets. Oh, yep, there's a target moving right behind. Let's laze it. There he is, and on the way. And target destroyed. Nice. So far, I think that's pretty much it. We're going to be moving towards the main road, which is where our axis of advance is at. And we're going to move quick and fast. But yeah, look at all that destruction with our railgun tank. Pretty impressive, actually. So yeah, like what I showed you guys, that's the strength of this tank. Really, in Arma 3, you're gonna have to bound cover to cover rather than engaging them up front. So yeah, it takes a while to charge up, and yeah, that kind of leaves you at a vulnerable position. Alright, so we just passed through phase line alpha, and we're gonna be moving into phase line bravo. And you see something. Yep, that is a PC. Let's charge up. Oh, he sees us and engage. Nice. Target destroyed. Yeah, we basically charged up to like 50% and we fired at it, so they do a lot of damage. Oh, something is engaging us up front. Ooh, there looks like an auto cannon somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna have to be a little careful. Oh, that is a PC to our right, and he is looking at us. And target destroyed. The APC's autocannon can actually wreck you if you're not careful, especially in those times when you gotta charge up your gun. So Yeah, kind of scary there. A tank. Let's charge up and charging, and let's go for 110% and firing now. And target. There you go. Well, I guess he didn't see us. But yeah, you can see on the top left the fuel gauge. It's already halfway there. You can, like I said before, this thing eats up a lot of fuel, so hopefully don't run out of fuel until we find that convoy. And we should be crossing through baseline Bravo right now. Okay, so this is a neighborhood right here. Oh, something is shooting at us. Looks like it is a Jeep. Yep, that is a Jeep. And on the way. Yeah, so you don't have to go 110% on these things. You can always just shoot it at 50 or even 30% against lighter targets. So we're approaching the search and destroy mark, and oh, there is a convoy. Oh, autocannon. Not good, not good. Charge up. Yeah, they can wreck you. You can see on the top left the damage on the gun and the turret. Okay, we're gonna go 110% on this. And on the way. And target. Looks like it destroyed the 3 vehicles. There's one more behind. 40% should be okay. There you go. Task complete. Perch question mark. Yeah, you can see it's not really well polished yet, but that's the quick mission that I made. Mission complete. So in total, we killed 7 tanks along with other infantry and crewmen, as well as 3 APCs. And civilian damage, we did damage the gas station as well as a coffee bar. So in terms of my overall thoughts on this tank, I don't think it's a very practical tank realistically speaking, but it is a fun tank to see and to even use. My only problem is that having to charge up does take some time, which will leave your tank vulnerable. And in the mission I made, I demonstrated that it's best used in situations where you have good terrain features to help you jockey or even to do berms. And so I wouldn't really send this tank out in close quarter situations, just because it does take time to charge up and to reload, and those are valuable time to engage other vehicles and tanks and even infantry. So like I said, it's best used in long range engagements. Having a railgun on your tank is definitely an interesting and fun concept, but I want to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts on a tank with a railgun? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to make it a little bit fun and interesting just to show off this tank that Arma decided to recently release. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like and subscribe to stay up to date and to support my channel. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video.